Welcome to Win the Day. It's your girl, Coach Jackie. I have a question for you today. What are you practicing? Malcolm Gladwell stated that to become an expert, you need to have 10,000 hours invested. And those 10,000 hours are repeated acts of practicing a craft. And we've all heard the story where Thomas Edison tried 2,000 times before he perfected the filament in an incandescent bulb. So the lesson here is failed attempts at something are merely practices for that victory. Look at a baby taking her first step. Wobbly legs and lack of balance coupled with lots of falls. But that baby is determined to walk. There's an innate desire to walk, an insatiable desire to walk. She practices holding on to tables, chairs, anything to stabilize your leg, as she moves about them. And then finally, she takes that first step, only to fall back down onto her bottom. She gets up and she tries again. And then many days and weeks and even months pass, and then she picks up the pace and she turns those steps into runs. And have you ever observed a toddler running for the first time? He usually stumbles over his feet and loses his balance and falls again and gets up and tries it over and over. And some even take it to the next level and run as sports and then run professionally. So let's take running a marathon as an example. You cannot get up one day and say you're going to run a marathon this weekend without training for it. Your body will shut down early on depending on your physical capabilities. And we know that marathon runners train for weeks and weeks on end, slowly building up their stamina and distance in preparation for the big day. They practice, and they practice a lot. So I want you to look at your goals. Look at your passion and purpose in life. Are you practicing for that victory? Are you working every day to achieve that life you desire? Are you focused on the end goal? Success is met with lots of failure. And just because you failed at something doesn't make you a failure. And those who succeed persevere through the failure, continually practicing for that success. So take a look at your life and write down those acts that you perform on a daily basis and you have or you're in the process of perfecting. This could be forgiveness or unforgiveness. Are you practicing unforgiveness? Your profession, your craft, a hobby, guilt, love, whatever it may be, what are you practicing? Look at those things that you do on a regular basis and you know what they are. Then look at your purpose, your vision, and your goals in life and just see if they match up. And if not, then make a conscientious change today to practice what is going to move you to your goals. And then I'm going to leave you with this. In the 11th chapter of Luke, Jesus was teaching the disciples about prayer, how to pray, about persistence in prayer, about forgiveness in praying. And then he had to straighten out the theology of some folks who came with ill intent about who he was and what he was doing. And as he was speaking, a woman in the crowd called out, "God bless your mother, the womb from which you came and the breast that gave you suck." And I'm paraphrasing here. Look at you, what you're doing. You are wonderful. It's awesome. Your mother is so blessed. And isn't that what we do? We want to compliment parents for how they've raised their children, especially when they're doing well. Your mother is so blessed. And he replied, yes, she is. But even more blessed are all who hear the word of God and put it into practice. What are you practicing? What are you practicing? This could be the best year of your life, your dream year, but you have to win the day. That's how you win the week, the month, the year. And no one wins without daily disciplines. So go ahead, do your thing. Strike the iron. You have so much more. Let us have it. Blessings to you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for Win the Day with Coach Jackie. Have a winning week.